Now let's look at what are containers. So containers are basically isolated environment as they can have their own mounts, networks, processes, etc. And in every term, it's just like VM, except the fact that they are all sharing the same OS kernel. It's also need to understand that containers or Docker is not something which is newly introduced. It's been a while. It's been introduced, I guess, a decade back, and these things have matured, since then, right? The container concept and the Docker tooling has been matured since its inception. Now, one point to note here. Setting these containers are pretty hard, and for that, Docker comes with high-level tooling. And with these powerful commands, it makes it feel pretty easy for end users like us to set up containers or spin up containers. So when you are on Linux container, that means it's going to share the kernel, but Windows don't share the OS kernel. Now you might be saying that you already have a Windows machine wherein you already installed Docker for desktop, but it's you are running the Linux machine. So, but actually, what happens under the hood? Windows spins up a virtual machine based on Linux, and underneath that, Docker gets bootstrapped. So it actually Linux container on Linux VM, which is running on Windows machine. But unlike hypervisor, Docker is not meant to virtualize and run OS, any different OS or the same OS on the same hardware. The main purpose of Docker is to package things up, containerize the apps, and to ship them and to ship in a way that it can run anywhere, anytime, wherever it's required. So this is the main concept of containers. Now let's look at containers versus VM next.